Hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Friday. It is the end of the week. It is 22nd November 2024. We have a day, and we are in this situation in which the market has a breakout. It's out of balance. It's a breakout of this 4-day balance. Let me bring my bar charts here. All right, I have this. Now the monthly did not end at one time frame lower by a tick here. Yesterday, I was using previous month high as a reference. The market was hovering back and forth these days from this high, and now we are above this range in the monthly time frame. The weekly, we have a questionable low here. This weekly low is very questionable here. The market, if the week closes above this low, that would be the beginning of one time frame higher. It is questionable as well. Look at the base that we have here. October low is July high. Now October low, November low is October low. Can you see very mechanical trade here? No long-term capital, no long-term participants. There always are, right? But they are absent. Most is trading money. The daily. In the daily, we have two ranges here. Right? I was checking this range. This is a 14, 15-day range, but I just removed that. Well, there was a gap. We had this 4-day range, and there was a gap above. There was close yesterday. They ended just above the opening. We can call it the opening here. Traders, technicians love these things. We can see the questionable low here and the gap below. Right? This is the election gap. It was partially filled, and now the market is re-entering or try to get inside this range, inside this upper range, but that it closed below. Right? There's a breakout to the upside, close it above the breakout, but it closed below this range. And now we are in the center of this range. I'm looking at this as two distributions. We may have, and when I say we may have, I'm just talking about scenarios here. This may be some back and forth, filling this void here. Because that is nothing. Just like in the market profiles, when we have market profiles with upper distribution, then something in between and another one here, right? This space is being filled, but this is in the daily time frames, not the intraday, but daily time frame. The other thing that can happen, there is another couple things here. Having the market re-enter this range, you can make an attempt to take this high back, or if it falls back inside this range, you can target on the opposite side. I'm not saying that will happen today, or it has to happen in one day. But those are the scenarios, right? First, filling this void. Then you have this, and give us another balance here. Kind of like what happened I guess this was something like that. I remember there was a couple times that I saw this year, more than a couple times when I saw that this year, right? Now, I'm going to maximize this. This is a daily. I have draw a trend line here. This trend line here. There's some buying. Buying here, buying here, buying. And right now is back and forth from this trend line. Right? It's going to be bought again, or it's going to be sold, who knows. Now the 50 is getting closer to the low. Right? The 200 is far from this point, and 5% pullback can take the market to around the 5,600. Is that 5%? I don't know if I have updated that. 60, 45, 57, 42? No, this is not. Let me update this thing. I thought I updated this. It's 57.43. 57.43. That would be a 5% pullback. A 7%. 56.22. 9% pullback. 54.40. And why I'm doing this? Because I saw the market doing this before. And this will be a 10% pullback. Unless the market comes back to here, it's still a market to the upside. All right. What about the weekly time frame? The weekly has this trend here. It's kind of like far from this trend line here. It's getting away. The market may pull this. It's wider range, higher volatility here, right? And very mechanical. Now this coincides with the mechanical way how this market is being traded. Now, relative or regarding the other markets, we have some. This is very volatile market. Crude oil. I have a strong dollar making high today. And look at this trade here. This short cover here. This is long liquidation what we see here, and the frantic short cover here. Look, just check this out. This is crazy, man. How many gaps we have in this on 1 week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps. It's unbelievable, right? How many gaps we have in this liquidation here? 1, 2, and this one has been filled. This has been filled, and this one has been filled. And bonds continue its break. This is remarkable how how investors or bigger traders work, right? I don't know if you remember the last interview that Stephen, it was Steve or Stanley Druckenmiller made. His last appearance was about a month ago, maybe, or maybe a little bit more. Just after the FOMC started, no, at the day, I mean, the interview was not at the day that FMC cut rates. Like everybody was expecting 25, and I think the Fed cut rates point, 0.5, 50 basics points. And that's when he went short. He short bonds. The market did this, started to do this, and then the guy this, and but he said he was going to remain short because in the long term he didn't believe that was working. This trend is getting old. Here you can see, you can almost trace a trend, put a trend line here to the downside. We may have some serious short covering here as well. But before that, I believe we'll see some kind of range. But it's remarkable how his process, his thinking process is. I really love that interview. You can check YouTube and look for Stanley Druckenmiller. That's really good. Whenever I have a chance to watch him, I do. Now, we saw this monthly, weekly, and daily charts. Now, let's check my market profile, because market profile can deliver really important information as well. And this is like putting the market in microscope. What happened yesterday? We have this gap, breakout of this 4-day range, breakout of balance, is what markets can give us opportunities, and selling coming here from the opening. It was selling, a strong selling here coming from the opening. Gap was filled, which is a sign of weakness. Gap was filled, and then momentum. When the market re-entered this 4-day range, gaining momentum, and momentum traders started to short the market as crazy, really. And the rest of the day was to the upside. The tone was to the upside. Value was higher, and we have a trending day. There was a liquidation of this overnight long inventory, which was 100, almost 100% short, and my bad. It wasn't short. It was long, right? It was getting long. And then it followed the direction of the overnight, but it didn't have downside continuation below yesterday's POC. But notice where it was bought. It was bought from POC, halfback or overnight low, which is actually very questionable. We have the rally 3 times bought around this, or from this high, and 3 times bought from what now is seller, right? And something significant happening at the close. Look at the amount of contracts. This is 5,000 contracts or 4,000 contracts negotiated or being registered in the market at once. Who has the power to buy 4,000 or 8,000 or 7,000 or 3,000, right? This looks like somebody is trying to hold this market, because the overnight doesn't have volume. If you let the market cave here, this can break really fast and far during the overnight. And if you are going to sell, you just don't have the volume. You don't have liquidity to sell. You can start, if you have a position to sell, you might start here. By the time you are done, the market might be down here. It's just not good business. Now, I am not claiming to know what's happening. right? But that's what's that's one possibility here. Now, the overnight inventory is mostly short. You have said here most of the trade was below zero. POC is around this um, area here, and right now all of this, just check this out. All of this inventory here, which is not little, it's not insignificant amount. This is high volume in the upper side. This is the highest of yesterday, and it is in the upper side. Now, it seemed like trades were trying to take back the 6,000. They had a chance. There is a lot of volume here in this shaded or highlighted area, and very questionable. The same way how we have down here, right? Three lows. We have three lows. I mean, three highs now at 6,000, and the break coming from exactly half previous period held back, and which is now daily held back, right? The extension make it daily held back, but it was previous. It was previous period held back only. I guess I need to correct this. This can be misleading. It is daily held back now, but I can see that. I can see it because it's this thing here. Now, what's going to happen now? What I am in my homework, I have registered yesterday as a weekday. Now, as a weekday, and the market now is, have good odds the opening. We are just 5-7 minutes away from the opening, and it has good odds that it's going to open inside previously range. The market closed right at the opening, and now it's going to open around yesterday's opening. So basically unchanged and inside range. Remember all these points that we just talked about, this lower, this questionable. Let me write this because settle plus 3 wide low here. This is a very questionable low here, but the market opening down here correct this low, but it doesn't correct this one. Right? Even though I can see the overnight here trading through this, but this one doesn't correct this one here. What else? I don't know why I have this highlighted area from past days, but the market has traded back and forth to that, so I'm going to what's happening here? Oh, line color, area color. I'm going to reduce his intensity so I know the market has traded back and forth from this one. It's not that relevant, and I'm still keeping this area here, this 8 wide high. It's not a reference anymore, but I have noticed the market is using this level as support here. Now this is the lower. This is low the upper range. Oh, I'm going back here. Notice this thing that's happening here. We have this range, right? We have breakout of the range and downside continuation. Now, yesterday we have breakout of this range. Are we going to have upside continuation? Who knows? But it is basically the same thing. The same kind of thing that happened here is happening here now. All right. Hope you can see that. And the trend line. What is this low here? It's 50. Let me magnify this. That will be 50. 59.34. 59.34. Okay, where is 59.34 here? Okay, look at this. This trend line here, 59.34, is this highlighted, this one here. So I'm going to put this back. I have just noticed that, and this is why you do your homework. Okay, it lets you see or prepare you for the upcoming trading session. I have just diminished its value, but just looking at that, it is, I can see that traders may use that level as a support, okay? Because there, technicians will have a tendency to follow trends. Do all this kind of analysis here. And what else? Opening inside previous day range, it's an advertising for chop. The closer to the center, the higher the also chop and rotation. We may also have a rotation at day high. I have a bias to the downside here, maybe towards this. The thing is, all right, this is the thing. This market had the chance to move POC higher. You know, this H period here, or any of these ones. My bad. Let me take those words back. You know, no matter what happened yesterday, there was no way that POC could be moved higher. No way. Okay, but at this time you have 246 wide POC, and now you have 246 wide up here, but this one is closer to the center. The only way to move POC higher was having an extensive, a very significant upside movement. Extension range, move halfback higher. And moving halfback higher gets this area closer to halfback, and that will move POC higher, but it didn't happen. I was long here for such a long period of time, but when this market, what was happening here? I was aiming to the 59.90. I was in my calls were positive for a couple times, 3-4 times, but I was aiming something, and I had to close when the market took this. When the market changed, right? Took this low out. That goes for a loss. Now we are almost in the opening. Market's about to open now. Let's see what happens. I'm paying attention to this area here as well. This significant area here. All right. $59.90. Whereas how much are the $59.90? 7 points. They're coming back to this area here. Very questionable low. There was huge absorption last night here in this area where sellers. $59.45. Why I have $59.45? Oh, because of this thing here. 59.45, 699. Bah, both are the same. Let's check how these guys move. Uh, notice where the high is. Can you see the upper range low? Why there? I'm gonna expand this area here. Survive from this. Oh, and by the way, today we have PMI at 945 and consumer sentiment at 10. Okay, once I believe, it is my belief that once these two news are released, we may see something here. Or if I have any position here, we'll be very careful to go into those events now. The high is questionable, right? But you don't see this. You don't see, most traders don't see this. This is the upper range, low. You have this range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? These days is a breakout of the range. Or you can call this a low as well, maybe, and the market is inside already. But I'm calling this a breakout. Same goes with this. This is the 4-day range for me, and this is the 5-day range on the upper side. And the market selling from that reference gives me something there, because I don't know. I'm not saying the market is going to sell or buy from that. It is the market that gives validity to the reference. If the market does nothing from that level, so I'm just going to let it go. It's not relevant. Most inventory is short. If there's a counteraction, that can be to the upside. And when these kind of numbers appear, we will be seeing in the overnight, yesterday's overnight, just before the market close. Odds favor the upside. And somebody saying I'm selling or buying from this area here is for me is different. It has a different relevance here. Now, notice what happened. Remember what happened yesterday. The market re-entered previous range and just get out, right? It came back with fury. Now, I know the market is going to go higher, so why waste time on going to the downside? Let's just go straight up high. I'm trying to get in the mind of trades here. Market is getting out of value area. Market is getting out of value area. If I have, remember, this is just an education. This stream is for educational purposes only, right? Trading is a very risky. It's the toughest business that there is, and you can lose everything here. Be aware of that. Okay, I'm not suggesting you to go long, to short. You make your own decisions. This is for educational purposes only. Alright, alright, alright. Now, checking Nasdaq, for example. This is Nasdaq. Nasdaq is breaking, has came back inside this range, but it is trending higher, right? Let's remove this thing, right? But I know there's a range here. It's getting outside of this range. I guess this can be something to watch here. Let's put this on the left so it's not in the way. Yeah, this is the high of this range. But notice how this is trending higher. It's trending higher. Today is the beginning of one time frame high, and notice where this is being bought, right from the trend line, right? Yesterday, the long I had, the long put, the long call I had, not the long put, the long call I had. One of the reasons I had that because I was expecting. I thought, yeah. This is that was. I thought that Nasdaq was going to join the ES, the Dow, and Russell in a daily breakout. It was the only one that it didn't have a breakout. So, and the Nasdaq doing or having a breakout here from the daily, from its daily high, there were good odds that this market was going to trade towards this 96 or maybe even taking the 6,000 back. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen, right? It didn't happen here. And now this market is back inside this range. Is it going to happen today? Who knows? This is the 5 minutes, this is a 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, ES, Nasdaq. Look at this high here. Remember, 945. 945, this market may have a push to the upside that can take the market out of yesterday's range, or it can break it. And I think we have another one. Another piece of news. Volume is one of the lowest for the past 10 days. And another thing is what happened, right? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a breakout of this inside bar. The market didn't have downside continuation. There's some kind of trading that happens also when traders. Remember when the market make this high was very extended, right? And there's good odds here that there is a good amount of naked call sellers here, and I'm thinking that this is the high. This is the high. This is the high of the year, or this is the last all-time high. There's nothing but downside from here. That's a thought of my traders. Alright. I had a bias to the downside. I remember when I started the stream. And look what's happening now. Market is getting out of the previous day range towards the 90 level, which is what I was betting. My bet was that yesterday. It didn't happen yesterday. Very nice here. My question is, can this be? Oh, now the first sign. This is a strong. This is a, if yesterday was a weak day, this is a strong day. Market is getting out of yesterday's range in A. In a period. There can be some back away. Man, this is just so close to 6,000 here. $16 bigs. Now the next thing is, I don't want the market to come back too far inside A. Now that it has break out of the range. What time is it? 9:44:30. Last month when we have this PPI or news, there was an immediate break that take this. Wow, look at this, man. I don't like this thing. Okay, let's see what happens now. We may have some flickering here. Be careful here. Alright, that's the news. PMI 48.8, forecast 48.9. That's out of the way now. Market traders are buying from yesterday's high. Let's see if this level can be taken here. There's a huge volume here. And of course we have the 6,000 yesterday. And today is Friday. It's the last day of the week. This is the last day of the week. This high here, this all-time high, looks so far, right? Boy, there's enough inventory here to take the market above this 56,053. How much is this? And there's a weakness here. Here. 6,010. What is 6,010? 4 points. Technically, this low here corrects this 3 here. Just notice this is 70 or 60, let's call it 70, and we have 67, so that's 3 points, right? That's like 6 ticks there. Because I have my charts in 2 ticks here. Gold is the fact that the gold is coming back. That says a lot of uncertainty as well. The next piece of information is, next news is a 10. Getting closer to 6,000 here. There may be some selling, and it doesn't. That high is very questionable. It's right at that. What day is that? 11:14 POC. Okay, next thing the market has this. Next thing to the upside. Always checking the market for upside continuation. This is a reference in the upper side. This is the second time the market is coming back to yesterday's high. The thing about biases is the biases reflect what I want to happen. And when I focus on what I want to happen, I may lose, right, what is happening in front of me right now. Market's having a breakout. Getting out of yesterday's range in the first period is a sign of strength. Okay, this has been taken. Look at this momentum here. Now it's buying from Halbach. I want to see what happens at 10 as well. I guess once those two events are, are out, the market can do what it wants to do. Remember, today's high was questionable. It's buying, no. Can you see buying from Halbach? Exactly. Remember this, no? Can you see this? Where it comes? Exactly to the center. It came twice to yesterday's high, and now it's coming exactly to the center here. Now, what is the tone of the market? That I don't know yet. It seems like we have an upside. The tone can be to the upside. Oh wow! Look at Nasdaq, man. Look at Nasdaq. Huge, man. This has come out of this range. It's coming out of this range here. It just took the upper side of this range. No, it didn't took out. It couldn't take. It couldn't took the side. Huh. It couldn't took the upper side. It failed, and now it's below this range. Let me extend this to. It's right there. Wow, that's a big break in Nasdaq here. Coming back to the opening. Tremendous back and forth from Halbach. I think the market can't wait there for consumer sentiment. this was this was my potential destination yesterday, but it just didn't happen. It's tremendous back and forth now from Halbach and yesterday's high. Very thin trade here. If the market goes higher from here, you will have an idea who is behind, right? Who's buying? Who's buying from Halbach, for example? Who buys from Halbach? That's one thing. Who buys from Halbach? Look at that. Look at this thing here. If this market doesn't have upside extension here, watch out, man. And can you see this area here? The market has formed kind of like formed two distributions, right? One up here, and one down here. Volume, volume. But there's not that much volume. 7,000, 8,000, 7,000, 8,000. There is. This can be a counteraction, man. Let's see what happens at 10. 58. I don't like when markets are close to these numbers, to these areas, close to 6,000. No, man. There's a lot of beliefs here. 6,000 is a magic number for traders. I will sell from here 6,000. I will buy from 6,000. Just remove yourself. I just remove myself from that area. If there's something maybe below or around the 59.90 is one thing, and above 6,010. But right there is a really dangerous area for me. Oh boy, I'm tired here. I am leaning towards leaving the market alone here. They're not going to have, there can be a huge upside. We can make a new all-time high today, but so far I don't have the feeling for this market. The market doesn't have the confidence here. All right, 3 seconds. Let's see what happens. Watch out if anything happens here. Oh boy, nothing happened. Did you see that? Nothing happened here. Consumer sentiment didn't bring anything. 71 versus 73 expected. Look at that, there's some buying coming from here. Dries here. It's not lifting, but it's not break. I mean, it's not breaking, but it's not lifting either. The market is back inside this range. which targets the opposite side of that range, of such range. Nasdaq is an inside day, ES has a breakout, the Dow has a breakout, Russell has a breakout also. All of them. And Nasdaq is not following. Nasdaq is not having it. We have market drying here in the upper side, but it dries here also in the lower side, in this narrow range here. Alright guys, I don't have, at least now, my decision is I'm going to watch, I am just watching the market from the sidelines. There's something going on to the upside here. It has some confidence in at the opening, but volume is not coming. We have a lower volume than yesterday, which is something of concern to me. And I should see, I will feel better to the upside if I see volume coming, but that's not happening. All right. Also, in the shortest time frame, look at what happened here. Buying from POC, and now is buying from overnight POC, which is even weaker. All right, it's even weaker here. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe and have a great weekend. Bye bye.